Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channel, subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Docs content. All of my stuff should be listed in the link in the description area below. All right, I got one for that ass today, and y'all should be taking notes. For all of my newbies, y'all should be taking notes. Because this one's a banger, man. I have an eerie sense that this question is going to... this particular video is going to answer a question that a lot of guys have been asking me. So somebody tried to stump me the other day. They had the nerve to ask me a question thinking they were going to stump good old Dr. Mike TV. All right? So they said, Doc, what is the first thing you do when you meet a Filipina? And then I said, provide context. He said, all right, what's the first thing you would do when you meet a Filipina when you're trying to like hook up with her and things like that? Maybe you've had a conversation with her before. It's the first time you're meeting and you're trying to figure out whether she's game to hook up, whether she's not game to hook up, but you don't necessarily want to ask it just yet. I said, oh, the first thing you do is you feed them. Duh. The first thing you do when you meet a Filipino is feed them. Now, a lot of guys would be like, Doc, what are you talking about, man? All I got to do is just send a text message, and baby girl is either going to tell me yes or no, and if she says no, I'm on to the next one. But if she says yeah, then she could just come over to the hotel room. I ain't got to feed them. I said, if you feel that way, that's up to you. But I'm going to tell you how the good doc rolls, man. This is just me being the indifferent type of individual, okay? First thing I do when I meet him is feed him. Most of the time, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an expectation that you're supposed to feed them or if they just forgot to eat. But 9 times out of 10, when a Filipina meets you for the first time or whatever, she always meets you hungry. Like, she's always hungry. Filipinas can eat. Let's be honest, man. Filipinas can eat. So whenever they come to you, you have to have a natural expectation that she's hungry. Feed them. And when I say feed them, I ain't talking about nothing expensive, man. Jollibee. You know what I'm saying? A little little McDonald's and shit. My personal favorite is KFC. There is something about KFC in the Philippines that just hits a little different, guys. I don't know what it is. There is something about KFC in the Philippines that just slaps, man. That shit is just good. That original recipe chicken with that fucking gravy and the rice and shit. Oh, fun shots on the side, man. Mashed potatoes or whatever your side piece is. Bruh, there is something. The hot and crispy joint, there is something about KFC in the Philippines that is so damn good. I know I choose McDo over Jollibee, but it's always going to be KFC over both, all right? I digress. I'm sorry. I'm getting on a little tangent, but, you know, if you're a first timer to the Philippines, you don't know where to go. I like KFC, and that's my recommendation. All right, so let's get back to it. So I can't tell you what to say while you're across from this girl. Chances are you probably complimented her already, you know. Tell her she looks good or something. You like what she's wearing or some shit. Me, my game, and I hope y'all taking notes. I love to just look at what a girl's wearing. And most of the time, they're going to dress appropriately. Nice dress or something like that. You know, they're going to dress up a little bit. You know, it's the first time or second time or fourth time meeting a foreigner. So they're going to dress the part. I personally like to say, you know, you look good. You know, your dress or whatever the color is and whatever outfit you're wearing, it matches your eyes. I like that. That looks good. You know what I'm saying? Don't compliment her titties. Don't compliment her ass. Just compliment other body parts like a facial feature or something. I like your smile. I like your eyes. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It flows a little bit better. All right? So I would hope that you would have great conversation and chemistry. Okay? So I've always learned that a Filipina is more receptive when she got food on her stomach. As a matter of fact, anybody is more receptive to damn near anything with food on their stomach. Like, if you feed me, I'm a happy motherfucker, okay? And my girl, and I've been with her forever, I love her to death. Most of the time when she angry, it's more of a hangry thing. She just hungry and angry. She hangry. So when I put food on her stomach, like, all of that shit goes away. So I've always learned that food is pretty popping. You know what I'm saying? That's really a dope thing to think about. So some people may say, Doc, why didn't you say, let's go to a coffee shop and chill, man? Why does it have to be food? First of all, the food that you buy if you go to your KFC, your Jollibees, and your McDonald's and the sorts are likely going to be cheaper than getting a coffee and like a snack at a fucking coffee shop, man. Sometimes the coffee, especially Starbucks, man, you're dumb as hell if you think a Starbucks date is the best first date you could go on. You know how expensive Starbucks is? Even if you go to a local coffee shop, I mean, you're still gonna spend probably about 100 pesos or whatever, maybe 100, 150, maybe just on yourself and maybe whatever she gets as a coffee. I'll probably still end up paying like 200. You go to KFC, you could probably get a meal for both of y'all together for like 150, maybe a little bit more depending on what you choose, or how hungry she is. Most of the time she won't over order because she don't want to like embarrass herself and she don't want to like spend all your money. So she won't order everything on the menu the first time around. But if you're in a relationship, trust me, they fuck your wallet up. But I digress. But back to what I was saying, guys. That's why I choose food places over coffee shops. Okay. So I don't know the conversation you are having with one another. Hopefully you're vibing, everything is going well, and things like that. But here's the key. This is where things start to get interesting. Now, I want you to understand my approach is a little bit different. And I understand there are going to be somebody in the comment like, Doc, what? Why would I do that for? When I could just text them, tell them to come to my room, why would I go out with them and stuff like that? I get it, and that's an approach that you want to take, but Doc offers an alternative approach just in case that approach doesn't work. Because sometimes, most of the time, if you just text a girl talking about, yo, you want to hook up or you want to come over or however you say it, they're not going to be more receptive because they're like all of a sudden in the mindset, oh, you just want to fuck. Now, if they know that, then guess what? It's going to become more of a payment thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want me, now you got to pay for it. Like, I figured you don't want me for any other reason than just to hook up. So now I'm going to make you pay for it, right? That's usually what comes as a result if she knows that that's what's about to happen. Some of you guys are cool with it. Some of you guys are not. But if you're like me, cheap bastard, and the way I pay is a little bit different than everybody else because, again, my numbers and your numbers will never be the same numbers. Let me say that one more time. Mike's numbers and your numbers are likely to never be the same numbers. Remember negotiation 101? I'm going to tag it at the end of this video just in case you didn't see it. But my numbers and your numbers will never be the same numbers. I can tell you that right now with all honesty because I have no problem walking away, okay? But if you're just trying to hook up and all of that stuff, chances are it's hit and miss, right? Yes and no. But I kind of feel that if you feed them, kind of feels like, you're not just in it just to hit it. You just genuinely want to get to know her. And there's nothing wrong with one date, dude. There's nothing wrong with sitting down and chilling one time. But, here's the key. Conversation is key. Hope you got good communication skills. I can't tell you what to say. Like I said, compliment her a little bit, hopefully ask her about her family, whatever comes up in conversation, guys, whatever it takes for the time that you guys sit down for the meal and all of that jazz. Just kind of filler conversation, man. Family stuff, talk about yourself a little bit. Well, I'm from so-and-so, this is my first time to the Philippines, whatever. I don't care. Just see if she's genuinely into it. Now, here's the key. Because this is going to tell you if you're going to get laid or not. 9 times out of 10, this should tell you if you're going to get laid or not. I personally like to say, would you like to go somewhere and be alone? Those are the words I use. Would you like to go somewhere and be alone? I ain't saying, do you want to go somewhere and fuck? Even though when you tell her that you want to be alone with her, I would hope that she could read between the lines. And 9 times out of 10, she's reading between the lines. She knows what you want. All right. So just ask her if she wants to go be alone. My room's over here. You want to go be alone? We could go watch a movie or something over there or whatever. Just shoot the shit. She know you ain't going to watch no fucking movies. So you want to go be alone? Hey, if she says yes, you already know it's a game. I mean, she can always say no. I'm not going to say it's going to always be a yes. I'm not guaranteeing a yes. But the yes is likely going to come from the conversation paired with the food. You feel me? Food seems to make women a lot more receptive to your whims. But y'all don't get that. A lot of people don't get it. Everybody just wants to skip the meal and go straight to the fucking. Now, if you skip the meal and you go straight to smashing, it's always going to cost you. All right? I don't see you coming out ahead without having to drop some pesos. Okay? Now, with the food, you're adding a little bit of an element to that depth. You understand? You fed them. They're happy. Normally, you're feeding them something that they probably don't get to eat on a regular basis. And I'm just saying this to be real. You know, they don't really eat out often. Most of the time, you know, family's cooking at home, some fish dish, some shit, mostly it's fish. So you're basically giving her a meal or showing her that with you, you know, there are alternative food choices. That's always going to be an exciting thing. Then you're taking her back to a place where y'all got AC, likely. Come on, baby. I mean, you add the elements up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you're stacking the odds in your favor when you do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's come back to my room. Let's chill for a minute, you know? I mean, I've been out all day. You know, I want to go chill. You want to come chill with me? You know, you want to go be alone? She can always say no. But even if she did say no, what'd you lose? $2 on a fucking KFC meal or some shit? Shout out to KFC. They should endorse me right after Robust, but it's another story. But that's what I do, man. I feed them. I feed them. You come out cheaper when you feed them, guaranteed. A lot of people won't see it that way. I do. Again, maybe the way I operate is a little bit different than the way everybody else operates, but I have come to learn that if you are cool with it, nice little outing with the young lady, you ain't got to buy nothing but some food, man. And then, you know, she'll probably be more susceptible to your request, or she'll be more willing to go with you places when she becomes more comfortable with you, right? Because it's all about creating an atmosphere of comfortability. I fed you, I made you laugh a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Complimented you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You batted 1,000, baby. You batted 1,000. Again, I can't tell you what to say. I just pray that you know what to say. Good luck. But that's pretty much how I rock, man. And it's never really failed me yet. I mean, my batting average, before I was in a relationship, of course, batting average wasn't too bad, man. Batting average was not bad at all, man. Or the alternative, if you don't want to take her out to eat, order Food Panda in the room or some shit. Yo, have delivery or some shit. That works better too. Have delivery before she comes. Sit down and talk with her, because now you already got her to the room, right? Like, you're like, yeah, let's, you know, come hang out with me over here. You know, I'll order some food. That's what you tell them. You know, come over and hang out with me a little bit over here. You know, I'll order some food for us and everything like that. We can just watch some movies and shit on Netflix or whatever. Bang, bang, woo, woo. Make sure she eats. When she get comfortable, don't be deviant, but it's game time from there, all right? And that's just an easier way to make things rock. Maybe you feel Doc's a little overcomplicated. It's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But I believe that my shit could work. Matter of fact, I know it does work for me. I can't say it's going to work for you, but damn it, ain't going to hurt you to try. And you're not going to lose a lot of money in the process, baby. Trust me. Doc knows. All right. Man, y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is on to the next one. So with that being said, good Doc is officially out. At least na ko pa alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.